Hello, hello, Chalkin history friends. It's Shelly. Long time no see. Say hello as you're hopping on. We are going to take one last look at this month's Club Couture project. This is called Heart of Paris. Oui, oui, ooh la la, here we go. For this project, the first one I did, we did that, remember that 12 by, or I think it was like a 5 by 12, the replaceable board that we can put in that frame. Right? This time we're going to use a couple different pieces, but we're going to kind of build a little display stand, if you will. Okay? So let's do this. I'm going to say comment Paris for wood cutouts. All right. Wait till that pops up here. Okay, comment Paris for wood cutouts if you would like to get yourself a set. I think this is going to be a fun project, so let's get started. So we have our transfer. We have this fun little wood kit that we have cut. It will come in a sealed bag like this so that no parts will be broken in transport. One thing I'm going to do different is the score line. This is a score line that got on the wrong piece. So that score line should be on here. But for today's project, it doesn't make a difference. Okay, so it could go, I'm gonna put it on the top. This piece will go on the top, so it's gonna hide that. But anyways, it should be scored down here and then across, or not even across, so just scored down so it looks like it's two windows that might open, if you will. Okay, then that will go in a base that you'll glue in, and of course because it's not glued in there, well, you get the idea. It'll fit in there once it's glued and all put together. And then there's some little lines here. So what we're going to do is this piece is going to go on the bottom. Okay. And then these little guys will get glued down here. Okay. And then when that is in there, then you can put your little items and kind of, you'll lean it. Okay, but this will kind of be like a stopping bar so that they don't fall over. So we're going to see how this all comes together. So I did some of the major pieces of the transfer. I didn't do the words because I didn't think the words, you know, like I did the big word, I did the big Paris, but I didn't do any of that. But we did most of the components, okay? I didn't do that either. So what you'll get is your little display stand, okay? Because then this goes under here. And you can paint this any color you wish. So that'll go there. You have your three little stopping bars. You'll have a bike, the Eiffel Tower, this flower, this little stamp, an elegant shoe. You'll have your crown, a key, and the word Paris. Okay. Now it is kind of separated. If you want it more of a chunky Paris, let me know. We can alternate or alter that to make it one piece instead of two. Okay. All right. So let's get this all off. We're gonna have to paint everything. So I'm gonna get a little sticky board here. Let's move our transfer. And we're just gonna start painting. All right, because this piece is gonna go on top, we only really need to worry about this part and that. I mean, honestly, you can do the whole thing. It's no big deal. All right, so let's see if we can get both of these on here. Not quite, so let's see. It's longer more than it is wider, so let's see if we can. Just don't want to get paint all over my table. We can do one at a time, it's okay. All right, I am going to do it, I'm gonna paint it with vanilla. Just let me get a foam brush. See, I should have smaller ones. Let me grab some smaller ones real quick. Let's see here. You can use acrylic paints, you can use your chalk paste, whatever you like. Okay. All right, let's get our vanilla out. And then I'm going to wet my foam brush. It just helps the paste spread easier. And we're just going to paint it. You don't have to wet it down. And I am kind of, you know, it'll be hard to tell it's vanilla, but once I'm done with it, you'll be able to see that it's kind of like a country white. So I'm just gonna paint this up. Like I said, this outer rim, it's gonna be covered, so if you really don't wanna paint it, you don't need to. Why waste product, right? Trying to think. I don't think this bottom gets looked at either, right? Or no, this is going on top. Never mind, we have to do the whole thing. Never mind. Okay, let's just get this painted up here. And we'll kind of give it a little bit of a, I don't know if I would say distressed look, but we're just gonna give it a little look. It's Saturday. How's everybody doing? The weather is finally drying up by me. It's getting nice and warm. I think June is supposed to be a very dry month for us. Okay. Guys, something exciting is coming June 1st. We're gonna have our most requested release coming. And I guess it's just designs that customers like yourself and fellow designers, Perks members, you are able to go in to the website and suggest what you would like them to make, what kind of designs, what kind of transfers you would like them to make. I can post a link later. Okay. Make sure this is all painted up here. Did I get it all? I think so. It's a little different from the regular wood. Not much though. Not much different. Okay, let's put this over here. Let that start drying. Let's see. Just gonna put a little water in the paste itself. Let's try that. You don't want to get it too watered down. I'm not sure what I'm going to paint all the pieces parts. I think I'll do those with espresso, because then that'll be the background color. I don't know why I'm worried about that line, because that's not going to be seen. Like I said, just these crossbars are going to be what's seen, because that's going to go on top of that. So let's just focus on that. These. So like I said, I scored the wrong piece, which is fine. I can always draw a line on the other piece if I really feel like I need it there. Otherwise, I think we're good. Okay. So like I said, this is going to go on top of that. And we're going to kind of get it a little roughed up as soon as we get everything done here. Okay. I think I'm going to keep the base dark as well. So let's bring out, let's see, let's bring our bark out. The three colors you get with that, you'll get three singles. They are espresso, nominee, and eucalyptus. I could not find a eucalyptus. I think I'm gonna have to order a jar for myself, which is kind of crazy that I do not have a jar of it. Okay, let's put these pieces down. The underside piece we don't need to do anything with. Put these pieces, and then we want these little guys. Love that you can find these. We have our ink mats, but when they're out of stock, and if you need something real quick, you can get these sticky mats. They're awesome. Okay, so bring that up a little bit, get a fresh new brush. And I am going to kind of this on here, but then really just make it kind of like a color wash. Next month is super cute. If you like cherries, you will love it. Comment cherry if you want to see a sneak peek. I am am not in my usual spot today because I have been busy, you guys, from not feeling well. Okay, let's start with that. I have been, gosh, super tired. So tired that I went to the doctor because I'm like, I am just tired. I can't function. So they did blood testing. Everything looks good with that. She thinks maybe malnutrition, maybe vitamin D, trying certain things. So we'll see how that goes. But beside that, I have been asked from Chalkin to design stuff with the most requested release. So I can't wait for you guys to see that. I'm just so excited for you guys to see that. All right, let's just start. Oh, did I break that? I don't think so, maybe a little bit. All right, maybe we'll fix him later. Let's get that little guy out of there. Put all these guys down. Get them painted up. Okay. So anyways, I did like 20 projects. Oh my gosh, so time consuming. But I can't wait to share it with all of you. And if you're in the design studio, you'll be able to see my pre-recorded video, which is also, editing videos is no joke, you guys, no joke. If you are a content creator, oof, lots of work there. So that's kind of why I've been missing in action. That's what I've been working on in the background. So I kind of have a little makeshift studio here. That's why it's looking a little different to you. Just painting everything up real quick here. Kind of giving it a color wash. Or just kind of a thinned down chalk paste. Because I love being able to see that wood grain on my wood pieces. Okay. All right. Let's do the word Paris. I'm not sure I'll use all these pieces, but they'll be ready. Oh, that little dot is my eye. I was wondering what that little dot was. It's my eye. Okay. Cute, cute, cute. Let's get these dried. Ooh, this is dirty. Oh my. I have a very old hair dryer that I've been using to dry projects. Like I said, I'm in a little makeshift studio here. And it's my daughter's old, very old hair dryer. Let's see. There we go. Let's get these dried up so we can get them removed. We could do the Eiffel Tower. Can you see all that wood grain? Oh, I love it. It's so pretty. Once it gets dried completely. Can you see all that wood grain? That's not drips of the paint, that is wood grain in there. That's amazing. It's gonna be so pretty once it's all put together. You want to make sure your wood is nice and dry. So I'm going to give it a quick little wax. Okay. Take these off. So that'll go on top of that one. That's why we didn't really care about that. Carefully get this Paris off. Put the eye in the middle so I don't lose it. Put that off to the side here. Let these dry a little longer. Or these would be even cute if you just threw them all in a little dough bowl. That would be darling. We'll have to see. I can feel like it wants to crack off, but hopefully he won't. Okay, let's do our Eiffel Tower real quick. Also pay attention to, which way there might be a flag. I think this is upside down, yeah. Okay, so you wanna make sure you're looking at the wood cutouts. Like this little flag juts out more to the left. So you wanna make sure you're not painting the wrong side, because we've all been there, done that, right? I know I have. It's no big deal. You can paint the other side. It's just, you want to do it right the first time, right? Okay. All right, let's smooth this out. So pretty. Okay. All right, let's take that, put that to the side. Let's get this guy dried up. I know I definitely want that as one of my pieces. I think I like the bike. I like the crown. You can also glue things on there. Doesn't always have to just lean. So we'll just play around and experiment. Look how that bulges. These sticky nuts, just none of them, no company, they just do not like to be warm. Doesn't matter which company you buy from. Now if you want to paint the backs you can, but for time we're not going to. Okay, so knowing this is going to go on top. Or no, I'm sorry, keep reversing it. This is going to go on top. I kind of want to dirty up in here, and then we'll kind of hit the edges, I think. So let's just, I'm going to lightly take this. Okay, now we're just going to get some lines in there. Ooh, I like that. Very subtle. Oop, little not subtle there. That's okay. We'll add some more in there. Okay, and once that goes on top, nice. Okay, so we're just gonna wanna go. just kind of hitting it ever so slight. Kind of make it look a little rustic-ish. Okay, and then this one, just gonna kind of drag it. Now if you want it to go the other way. Okay, what do you guys think? I love it. Love it. Make it look kind of like a little, maybe it's weathering, it's getting old. I love it. Okay, that's good. All right, let's get this guy glued down. Now, this glue has been giving me issues, so we're gonna try our best. Okay, this goes. Keep reversing them. Why do I do that? Okay, so we want to put glue on the back of this guy. Okay, I think this glue is getting dried up. I just have to work it down. Just gotta coax it down. And then I can see that it's down there. I just gotta give it a good squirt. Come on. Oh, there we go. Okay. That's first squirt. Once I get it down there, I gotta keep going. Come on. Come on. Okay. It's not touching at every section. It's okay. We're good with that. As long as we get it in the right spots. Let's go around the arch here. I think it's even too thick to even try a brush. Okay, come on. Drag it down. Pretty soon my fingers are gonna start hurting. There we go. Little drips. Okay. Okay, hopefully end it there. Okay. All right, I'm gonna keep it laying down so it stays close. All right, let's get this. Watch your fingers. This is very, 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 very sticky. Very, very sticky. Okay. Make sure side to side it matches. Make sure on the bottom. Icky. Well, I guess I didn't have to do that middle piece. Whoops. Whoopsie. Okay. Oh, and I hate getting this on my fingers. It's like super glue and it's super sticky. Okay. press it down. That's good that it's flat. Okay, so there's what that looks like. We can glue this together. So that'll be towards the back. So we want to first glue this piece to that piece. I should just get a different glue, because this is driving me crazy. This is just super thick. Let's see what we can do here. Let's see. I'm gonna get, I think I'll just use, I think we're just gonna use a stir stick. And maybe I'll just apply it that way, maybe. That could work. What I would like to do is pour it out on something. Let's use one of our trays. There we go. Good old, big old glob. There we go. This should work. Yeah, I think it's starting to get dry on me. It's called thick, but it's not usually this thick. Okay, let's put it here. All right, we're gonna start with this. Okay, and then we're gonna center it on this as best we can. Okay, what I could do also is when I cut these pieces, I can make a score mark on this so that it kind of guides you where to go. Then we need to put this piece down. Pick up some glue. Like hot glue, but not. All kinds of strings. Okay. Then we're gonna line it up. This one. All right, this is how we're building it for the arch. Gonna hold it down for a few minutes here. And this will fit in there. So I like that this, you know, the rustiness looks like the same color as the base. That looks good. Give it a couple seconds to really start setting up here. Sitting there, I'm just going to put in And then let's get this sprinkled out. Let's share. And then oops. All right, here we go. Good deal. If you want to see next month, it is amazing if you like cherries. All right, so then this is gonna pop in here. How cute is that? Hello, how cute is that? So cute. All right, then you could glue that in there if you wanted to or not. I don't know if I will or not, but we have to glue these little guys down. So, not getting too sticky. I'm just gonna put that down. Sorry about my noggin being in your way. What's everyone's plans today? Today we're gonna go to my daughter's house, help her do some yard work. They just got a new deck. So isn't that exciting? Okay, there's that one. And then last one for this. Okay. All right, we're gonna let that set up. We're gonna put that to the side. Yay. Okay. Of course, now my glue is gonna leak out, right? Okay, let's do that. I'm gonna have to clean that up because that is going to stick. Hello, Miss Kathy. How are you today? Hope all is well in the CA. Once this dries, I'll be able to get that off. Okay. This stuff is sticky, 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 sticky. All right, I think we're good. We can move this. Let's grab our transfer. All right. Now I was gonna use Nominee and eucalyptus. I don't have eucalyptus, but I have shimmer eucalyptus. So I was gonna use that. We'll see. See how we feel, how it's gonna show up. Let's do our key first. Let's do the key. You guys, I painted the wrong side. See? I just do this to myself. Why do I do this to myself? Why, oh why? See, I was even talking about it, that I always end up painting something on the wrong side. I'll have to look and see what I did to the other ones. Wasn't paying attention to which was the top side or not. Okay, but look, easy fix, right? No biggie. No biggie. Nice and dry. then we're gonna want that to cool down. So let's let that wood cool down. Did we get the right piece? Did we get the right side on this one? I think it doesn't matter on this one. Although I do think I painted the wrong side. But I don't think it matters because it looks pretty much the same. So we're gonna sneak this little guy under here. And let's just place it and see how we do here. Okay, I'm just trying to see if I placed it well enough or if I need to shimmy. All right, so this little guy, he's like a little medallion. Let's do him in, honestly, I think bubbly would look good. Let's try bubbly. Bubbly, bubbly, bubbly. Bubbly was a color of the month, I believe. Color of the month. Try not to get that shoe at all, since we'll probably use that too. Okay, and then if we want to open a little bit of the nominee, let's just kind of do a little dot in the center. How's that? Let's see what happens. See how that turns out. See what that looks like. Ooh, that's pretty. That's pretty. Look how cute he is. Can you see? Probably can't see. He's so teeny. Oh, I'm sorry, Kathy. Go rest. There's lots of germs out there these days. Lots of germs. Sorry you're not feeling great. Where'd that go? It just blew out of my hand. Oh, where did that go? It literally just disappeared, friends. Did it go in here? I just lost the little medallion. Where did it go? It flew away. Well, I guess we'll find it later. Let's move along. Let's get our key under here. That was funny. I was just blowing it dry and went, whoop, it just disappeared. I don't know where it went. All right, let's line it up here. I think that's lined up. I can't tell. I kind of got to look in the light here. My cutouts for these, I pretty much did true to the size, like true to the actual element. All right, let's do nominee for our key. It's no fun being sick, especially on a weekend. Boo-hoo. Well, rest up, my friend. I hope you feel better. Get sleep, nourishment. Okay. There's our key. Now this one, I'm gonna hold on to. I am just so shocked it flew out of my hand. I'll find it eventually. shoe. I think I like using the bubbly because it's a lighter color, so I think it'll look good. And yes, I'm just bouncing back between these two. I think it would look good with the color of our like, I guess windows, folding window. I don't know what you want to call it. Ooh, fancy. Look at that, fancy shoe. Okay, I'm gonna hold on to it really well. I'm just shocked that it flew out of my hands. I don't have any clue on it. So there's that. So imagine, if you will, it's going to be on the stand and just kind of leaning. I like that a lot. Okay, it'll be kind of monochromatic, but that's okay. All right, we got our key. Let's do our crown. So far, all of our other pieces have been painted on the right side, the correct side. Got that going for me. Just gonna match it up ever so slightly. Okay. Do our crown in nominee, I think. Maybe we'll do, let's do the bottom part in this bubbly, and then we'll do the top part in the nominee. That'll be a fun look for the crown. Grab a little bit of that. Kind of just going right up to it, and then we'll kind of blend it with our fingers. Maybe. There we go. Ooh, I think this is gonna look nice. Okay. Ooh, pretty. Pretty, pretty. Just blowing it off to the side because my hairdryer is, I have it on low. It is hot. I like that. I like the two-tone on that. That's pretty nice. Okay. So far, everything we're doing is shimmery. Let's do the bike. Actually, let's do the flower. And then I'm going to bring in my shimmer eucalyptus. You'll get a normal, like a regular eucalyptus, But I grabbed shimmer because I can't find, or I don't have, oh, here it is. I found it. It did go in the bag. Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's mix this up a little bit. All right, let's do we want to do the whole thing or just the bottom part and then we'll do the white flower up top? Let's try that and see what it looks like. So you'll get the matte eucalyptus, not shimmer, as a single when you subscribe. You have today and tomorrow to still get your hands on the May. This is our May. And then you'll just be subscribed, and on a monthly basis they bill you and all that good stuff. If you're really considering it, if you're a Perks member, you can use that and get 30% off your club subscription. Okay, lots of benefits there. I'm gonna do the flower in white or bubbly. I'm gonna make it bubbly. So pretty. So pretty. How pretty. Ooh, that's pretty. Okay. We'll just, instead of drying, we're gonna let that dry on its own. Let's get our bike done. I think I'm gonna do the bike in eucalyptus. And then all we have left is the word Paris and the Eiffel Tower. Okay. Well, these have been lining up pretty easily for me. Okay, I'm gonna do the entire bike in the eucalyptus just because I wanna bring it in more, that color. I guess we could do the handlebar and seat, maybe a different color. I guess we could do that. Definitely wanted the eucalyptus as the main color though. Okay. All right. Let's see. Do we want to do gold? Let's do gold. Do we want to? It's fine. It's fine. Cute. Oops, come on. Come on off. How cute is that? Almost done. Almost done. You know, you could always just keep the word Paris as is, as brown. Always do that too. Maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll do that. All right, let's get the Eiffel Tower. What color should we do? Let's get it lined up. lined up. Hold on, just a little tweak. Okay. All right. We could do the little tap in, let's do that in nominee, or bubbly. Make that stand out. Make that stand out. Maybe do this little like midsection here. I have never been, so. Get the little flags. Let's do this with the other flags. Here. Hopefully my head is not in the way for you. And then I'm going to do this little line down here. If you've been to Paris, tell me you've been to Paris. I have not. I don't know if I'll ever get there. I don't know. Just don't know. Okay, so I guess we should do it. I wish I had my shimmer, shimmer shadow. That would have been good. I guess we'll do nominee. That just fell in there. We'll do nominee. We'll blend those two sections together. I think I got the flags on that one. Okay. Blend that there, blend that in there. We might have just gone over the flags. Oopsie. Oopsie daisy. What are you gonna do? What is one to do? Okay, we have blended here, blended there. Let's keep going down here. I did not wax my wood today, I noticed, and it's been just fine. So that's kind of nice. All right, we're gonna blend all these sections in. All right, let's take it off. Didn't even get this bottom part. Nope, still didn't want to hit it. Oh well. Oh, I like that. I like that. I like the blending. Looks really pretty. Okay. Just put that there. All we have to do is the word, or you know what, did I say them? I think I'm gonna keep Paris as just brown. So I think we're good with our transfer. Let's clean up because we always seem to make a mess. We are coming down to the finish line, folks. Okay. Excuse me. Ooh, it's still wet. All right. So this is gonna go like that, right? And you could, let's dry this because I think this is gonna be our main focal piece. We'll get this dry. So he's gonna go right there, okay? And he's gonna lean. You could, I guess you could off center. No, I like him centered, I think. Okay. And then if you wanna put your bike here, you can do that. If you wanna put your little shoe there. Leave the shoe, let's see. That. And then, you know, you can always glue the crown and glue it. Let's see, I'm going to put the word Paris. The P goes there. I want do that. Just so that it has something to lean on. Of course, we'll have to dot the I. Okay. So let's see. Come on. Break that string. Let's just brush it there. And then we need the eye to stick. Okay, and then just kind of like down here and here. Don't need all that. There's a lot of glue here. There, how cute is that? Oh my goodness, that's adorable. Paris, Paris. And then, like we could glue that. Way too much fun. And then let's see, we gotta bring in some of this green. So just line down here. And then through here. Maybe a little down here. That's cute. All right. So then we have the crown and we have a key. We could put the crown there and maybe the key across here. Let's see. If we put the crown kind of sideways. It's fine that we can just tilt that a little over. What do you think? Just a little bit on that. And then a little there. Ah, sticky. Okay. We just need to do something with the key. The tower off center a little bit. I feel like the bike has to be over here. The shoe will go here. I feel like we need the key up here maybe. Dab there and a dab there. Here. Okay. This is it standing. Just kind of moving that up a little bit. Or we do the Eiffel Tower there. We can always just glue like the bike tires down. We can put some glue here. Let's try that. And just glue this in place. See if that sticks. And then we're going to glue some on the bottom of the tires here. try to hold that. Oops. So pretty. And then we could probably just do the same to the Eiffel Tower, and then we know it's not going anywhere. Okay. I'm gonna put it in front or back. I think I'll put it in the back. Against the bar that it's leaning on here. I won't glue it to the back, but we will just make sure it's glued to the bottom. My gosh, you guys, how fun is this? Okay, let's put this out of the way. That glue is making such a mess. Oh my goodness. Let this dry. Clean up a second here, and then I'll show you. This is your May Club Couture. In your collection, you'll get 3 singles. You get eucalyptus espresso and eucalyptus espresso and why am I drawing a blank? Eucalyptus espresso nominee. Yikes. Letting that set up for a minute here. Okay. Let's see. Trying to show you, trying to get you up close and personal here. Can't I find the camera? There it is. How fun is that? Give it to you this way too. Put it under here. There you go. There it is. Oh my goodness. All right, guys.